Dr. Choayaba. I am making this address to the denizens of Fako. We are informed that the colonial SGO has banned the resistance in Fako. I don't know if he got some advice from the late mayor or from Musonge's brother who was killed in there. If he got any advice from them, he should hit to those advice, because it will be very, very relevant for him going forward. What I like our people in Fako to know is the bravery that has been demonstrated historically in Fako. Chief Kuva Likenye was a warrior who stood the test of time. He died in around 1893, 1894, after he had been exiled from Boya by the Germans. He died in Mokomba. So Kuva decided to rally about 300 to 500 Bakwarians to fight German exploitation. He was inspired by Efasamoto and by the founding father of Boya, Njeli Fanje. That is who inspired Kuva Likenye. He stood the test of time. He fought like a warrior. He never succumbed to German power, German excesses, or their punitive exploitation. He was pushed into exile. He never begged his way back. And he took his last breath in 1894 as a warrior. Those are the breed of men who should inspire us on a daily basis as we face the atrocious activities of the monsters from Cameroon. What we have to know is this: no matter how we conduct ourselves, irrespective of how we have conducted ourselves all through our miserable existence as Ambazonians, it has not altered the attitude of those who think they are entitled to determine how we live, when we live, and when we die. They have structured our country in a way that makes it impossible for us to pursue happiness, to create wealth and opportunities, and live a life in dignity. They have completely rejected the notion of compromise or ceding grounds on any issue, no matter how trivial, including issues like simply how students want the university to be governed, how teachers want examinations to be organized, or who should be the mayor in our own city and villages. Cameroon has not compromised on any of those things. How our parastatals like CDC are managed for hundreds of years, we have remained plantation workers in plantations that are ours, and there is no replication in development or opportunities. When I spoke about Singapore, I said Singapore makes $11.7 billion a year on palm. Singapore got palm from West Africa to generate an industry that gives it 11 billion pound, $11 billion. We are slaves in our own industries. The butchers from Cameroon think they can recruit a couple of us and give them a certain level of entitlement to continue to perpetuate a system that has given us nothing. We rose in resistance, imposing ghost towns to be able to send them a message that we mean business. Now, when you are in authority and those in rebellion institute different methods of resistance, from civil disobedience, including non-payment of taxes, to complete lockdowns of cities, including military actions like economic sabotage, assault on your military. You sit down and find a way of resolving the conflict, not to end the method they have chosen to resolve the conflict. A conflict is a palaver. What do you call palaver? It's a quarrel. It's an issue. War is a method to resolve that conflict. There are other methods to resolve the conflict. Negotiations. All what you are seeing, ghost towns, armed resistance, they are all methods we have employed to resolve the conflict because La République du Cameroon has refused vehemently to negotiate, to use non-violent method in resolving the conflict. So each time you find your forces rising up in arms, shooting around, it is because that is the only option left. Because if there were students in the University of Boya with going out for simple protests, they were shot and killed. If there were women in the market of Victoria in Newtown protesting for the right to vote and to elect their own mayors, they were shot and killed. If they were just children driving in a taxi in Boya, they were shot and killed. So when a state refuses the opportunity to sit down on a table and talk about its illegal presence in our country and using that illegal presence to exploit, to abuse us, to leave us in abject poverty, we have no other option than to employ other methods of resistance, and ghost towns are one of those methods. They are peaceful. We use Mondays to tell the world the impunity with which our land has been occupied and our people treated for the past 60-something years has to come to an end. We use Mondays to tell the world that your presence in our land is not accepted, that you should leave. We use Mondays to remind our prisoners that we think of you on a daily basis. We use Mondays to tell the families whose children are in the grave that they did not die in vain. The enemy fears Mondays because every Sunday, the colonial masters are ashamed to sit at home. They don't know what to tell their masters, the bloodsuckers of our people who live in Yaoundé, that the ordinary Ambazonian people who are less armed have defeated them, have the power to compel their citizens to stay at home. This is non-negotiable. This is not an attempt by us to punish anybody, because we were born in punishment. We were born in a big jail. You move from one sector of the jail, whether it is Mutengene, to the next sector of the jail, whether it is Munya, it is a prison. The only time some people escape that prison is taking treacherous journeys right across the Atlantic, the Mediterranean, right to Mexico to enter other people's country who fought and died. When the Americans started to fight Less than 50% of Americans supported the revolution. When George Washington was appointed as the commander of the American forces that were fighting for independence, and he went to Boston, he had no army. He had ragtag militias. He had the odious task of building an army from a confused militia against a well-armed British force. And he built that army with sheer and raw tenacity. Even when going forward, they were loyalists to the British who refused to succumb to the patriots' desire for a separate homeland that they could determine their own destiny. So what we face in Ambazonia is not a new phenomenon. It's something you can observe across different struggles and different countries. Here in Norway, I spoke about Hitler attempting, after having taken over Norway, to change its educational system. About 1,200 teachers rose up in the face of the brutality when Hitler had appointed his own government in Norway. The king escaped to London. They picked up 500 teachers, took them to the northern part of Norway, the coldest part of this country. They refused to succumb. Teachers then went underground into the trenches to build resistance. When Hitler took over Poland, the Poles never surrendered. They went into the trenches in bomb buildings and fought like valiant soldiers. What the enemies from inside and outside are telling you is that it's difficult, so give up. You never aborted your baby even though you were struggling with a broken back with 6 months pregnancy. There's so many things you go through, you've never given up. What they are telling you is that it's so difficult. Run away to another person's country where they fought. Go to South Africa where they spent 75 years to 50 years. Go to Palestine, they've been 75 years. Oh, rush to Eritrea. Yes, you can fly to Rwanda. But think about it. The first commander that entered was killed before the current president came in. Within 100 days, 1 million Rwandans were butchered. Their bodies were floating in the seas. The Rwanda Patriotic Front never gave up. The Rwandans never blamed it for the suffering because they knew the pain was not that of those who have risen up to fight. It was imposed by the Habyarimana government and the Belgians. It will be tough, but you can't allow a colonial deal to come into your land. The same place when Chief Likenye rose up against a more powerful German army and fought them. And I want you in Boya to be inspired by the Efasamoto also. To be inspired by Likenye. And I ask our forces, don't blink. Stand the post. Any infiltrator, colonial apologists who want to test the resilience and resolve of Ambazonians, make a choice between the patriots or the SDO colonial apologists. Make a choice to sympathize with those who keep our people in jail or those who stand to defend our land. Make a choice between the laws designed to protect the independence and sovereignty of our country and our resources, and the laws designed to extort, exploit, and murder. This is a choice you can make. And I know for the past 7 years, you've made your choice for Ambazonia, as you demonstrated on the 11th of February. I ask you, Ambazonians, to remind yourselves of those who have died. Don't remind yourselves of the difficulties. These difficulties were not imposed by Ambazonian forces. The day you were born into slavery, possibly born at home or in the corridors of a dilapidated hospital. The schools your kids went to, you paid for those schools. The miserable jobs they are into, you've bribed your way into those jobs. To get an ID card from the enemy, you've bribed your way to getting it. To get a passport from the enemy, you've gotten a bribe to be able to get it. To be able to have dignity, you have to pay for it. Think about the cost of begging to succumb to an authoritarian system that gives you no hope, and the cost you must pay to emerge as a free people. Let the colonialist deal not dictate the terms of what happens in our country. And that cuts across the entire territory, including Donga and Manto, including Victoria. Those towns that continue to side with the enemy, we will not forgive you. I tell all the Cameroonians who have used their power of influence in terms of money, land titles through colonial DOs and mayors, the lands you've paid monies for belongs to Ambazonians. We will reclaim those lands. Our people must be resolved. It's not going to be a walk in the park. You may not see it. You may not enjoy it. You may not feel it. But as you take your last breath, remember what you've left behind. Children without a roof over their head, without education, or an inheritance they will transfer to the next generation.
Fellow Ambazonians, good morning. Today is Thursday, February the 15th, 2024. La Republic of Cameroon, it try to play mind games with we. And I want to make we be alert for which way that you do. We don't see how they don't take Epan, their body, they go through them for Guzan. And I like the fact that when they go put them for the population, seem disturbed in any way that they go about their business, as they suppose. Because this person, I believe, say this, the people them not get a very good memory of him. When this war, it will finally be over. And when we honor those where they don't sacrifice, they pay the ultimate price, lay their lives down for this struggle, Epan, will be one of those where we go honor ye. We no go honor Epan for anything where it be done towards the liberation of the southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. In fact, we go county or consider he as one of those where it be fight alongside the enemy against we struggle. Because it not be enough for you for call yourself an Ambazonian fighter. Now wait the way you did do. Now you could demonstrate whether you be a fighter for Ambazonia or not. If you did wear the uniform or the blue and white, or you carry the blue and white flag, you did sing with anthem, but your actions they be contrary to the objective of liberating the southern Cameroons, then we no consider you like one of us. So when we consider some of we great fighters of those where they don't fall for this struggle, like General Ivor, though we be all perfect, but we did remember the battles and where it be wage them against the enemy, and we go recognize it for that. When we did remember generals like Insubu, Chacha, A4, General Transporter, General Amigo, Commando, Ayeke, not to mention we high performance, top high performers like No Pity and FMA. We remember their battles and where they be wage them against the enemy. We remember, we still get the memories of their exploits against the enemy, and we go honor them when the time it don't be right. We go honor them rightfully, for their sacrifice for this, for liberate we homeland. When we consider Epan, we no fit think of we no fit get any memory of any battle where it be don't ever wage them against La Republic for any battlefront. Not one battle where we fit think of where Epan if we don't wage them against the enemy. On the contrary, we remember the numerous times where Epan, if you don't slaughter with civilians, slaughter some in public, brutally kill some of the best fighters, including General Ivo, and molest and extort from with civilians, and then he even chased many fighters out of the struggle, where some of the wrong go even for ground one. So, it not be one of us when we consider we fighters, it not be one of us. And I think say La Republic fit do whatever they like with their body, now their problem. Maybe be not their partner. Whether they even kill it and for which you will not understand. Maybe they get some internal squabbles where they decide for kill it because it never pose any threat to them. So if La Republic they think say they go take it die body can display them, and then it go cause any distress amongst the people or with fighters, then they make a big mistake. They be greatly mistaken. It don't mean anything for we. On the contrary, the people of Momo, they be greatly relieved after this, say this menace for their lives, it don't be removed, because this man, it been a menace for their lives, it been a pain for them. So they be greatly relieved. You see, it not be add any value to the struggle for the liberation of the southern Cameroons and Ambazonia. We want for to do this, want to talk this one over because one will be eager for the disparage anybody, but one for make with other fighters where they out there, may they understand say if they did follow the kind of footsteps where Epan it be worker, may they know say they too they go be scorned, just like Epan it be scorned. So may they try for no follow your footsteps when they fight this struggle. The Ambazonian people, they never lost any general way in them na Epan, because it never be with general. Whether it be general and for which we not understand. Because when you talk of a general, you get for sure the battles and where you win them against or you wage them against the enemy. We not feel remember one battle, even one, where Epan we don't ever wage them against La Republic. So make we remain steadfast, make we remain resolute. The display of Epan in thy body, you don't get anything to do with the struggle for the liberation of Ambazonia. Whether La Republic the act now which movie for they now them sabi. You see, the only reason where we point out these things, these flaws for some of the fighters, now for make others may they make no say they're not supposed to follow their bad example, because that kind of behavior it work against we struggle. Such behavior as the one where Epan be portray them, it work against we struggle, and we no go encourage them. If you want make your service for Ambazonia be remembered, then you get for learn for do the right thing. We no go condone such behaviors as kidnapping, ransom taking, taxation without accountability, extortion, molestation of the civilians, and even rape in some cases, and other barbar things in ways some fighters they do. Such vices they know will be tolerated, and will get for call them out, even if those things they be committed by we own fighters. We get for call them out, because that one it hurt the reputation of we struggle. We no go win this war in the midst of chaos. We will win this war in the midst of such chaos where people that inside do nothing the way it hurt with people them. So now why that way we make this statement so that other fighters may they not follow the example of Epan. You see, now the legacy that way Epan he himself established him for himself, and he deserve him because now all that way he be doing. It will be a threat to our civilians and to other genuine fighters, and that one it not be right. Hence, he not go be remembered as somebody where it be fight for our liberation, because we not fit remember a single battle where it be fight against the enemy, but we get the numerous terrible incidents where it be carry out some very gruesome killings of with fighters and even with civilians, and that one be unacceptable. So now why that would point out these things, nobody say we want to disparage anybody, but it be important say when we fight this struggle, we try to liberate ourselves, make we do the right thing, make we fighters they do the right thing, where they add value for help we for free ourselves, not for hurt these very people who to fight for liberate them. So again, a lot of people to Cameroon. If you say maybe when they go dump your body for there, it gonna mean anything for we. It don't mean anything for we. Whether they like for carry, do away to them, cook them, shop them, now their business, now their partner, may they do with it as they want. So now the message that way, I say make I bring them for one, make that image, water one at all. It no get anything for do with we. Now only the mind games where a lot of people they always play them. Now their partner, may they say if they take you, go bury them. Thank you. Fellow Ambazonians, good morning. Today is Thursday, February the 15th, 2024. La Republic of Cameroon, it try to play mind games with we. And I want to make we be alert for which way that they do. We don't see how they don't take Epan, their body, they go through them for Guzan. And I like the fact that when they go put them for the population, seem disturbed in any way that they go about their business, as they suppose. Because this person, I believe, say the people them not get a very good memory of him. When this war, it will finally be over. And when we honor those where they don't sacrifice, they pay the ultimate price, lay their lives down for this struggle, Epan will be one of those where we go honor ye. We no go honor Epan for anything where it be doing towards the liberation of the southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. In fact, we go county or consider he as one of those where it be fight alongside the enemy against we struggle. Because it not be enough for you for call yourself an Ambazonian fighter. Now wait the way you did do. Now you could demonstrate whether you be a fighter for Ambazonia or not. If you did wear the uniform or the blue and white, or you carry the blue and white flag, you do sing with anthem, but your actions they be contrary to the objective of liberating the southern Cameroons, then we no consider you like one of us. So when we consider some of we great fighters of those where they don't fall for this struggle, like General Ivor, though we be all perfect, but we did remember the battles and where it be wage them against the enemy, and we go recognize it for that. When we did remember generals like Insubu, Chacha, A4, General Transporter, General Amigo, Commando, Ayeke, not to mention with high performance top high performers like No Pity and FMA. We fit remember their battles where they be wage against the enemy. We feel remember we still get the memories of their exploits against the enemy, and we go honor them when the time it don't be right. We go honor them rightfully for their sacrifice for this for liberate we homeland. When we consider Epan, we no fit think of we no fit get any memory of any battle where it be don't ever wage against La Republique for any battlefront. Not one battle where we fit think of where Epan if we don't wage against the enemy. On the contrary, we remember the numerous times where Epan, if you don't slaughter with civilians, slaughter some in public, brutally kill some of the best fighters, including General Ivo, and molest and extort from with civilians, and then he even chase many fighters out of the struggle, where some of the run go even for ground one. So, it not be one of us when we consider we fighters, it not be one of us. And I think say La Republique fit do whatever they like with their body, na their problem. They be na their partner. Whether they even kill it and for which you will not understand. Maybe they get some internal squabbles where they decide for kill it because it never pose any threat to them. So if La Republique they think say they go take it their body can display them, and then it will cause any distress amongst the people or with fighters, then they make a big mistake. They be greatly mistaken. It don't mean anything for we. On the contrary, the people of Momo, they be greatly relieved after this, say this menace for their lives, it don't be removed, because this man, it been a menace for their lives, it been a pain for them. So they be greatly relieved. You see, it not be add any value to the struggle for the liberation of the southern Cameroons and Ambazonia. We want for to do this, want to talk this one because one will be eager for the disparage anybody, but we want for make with other fighters where they out there, may they understand say if they did follow the kind of footsteps where Epan it be worker, may they know say they too they go be scorned, just like Epan it be scorned. So may they try for no follow your footsteps when they fight this struggle. The Ambazonian people, they never lost any general way in them na Epan, because it never be with general. Whether it be general and for which we not understand. Because when you talk of a general, you get for sure the battles and where you win them against or you wage them against the enemy. We not feel remember one battle, even one, where Epan we don't ever wage them against La Republique. So make we remain steadfast, make we remain resolute. The display of Epan in thy body, you not get anything to do with the struggle for the liberation of Ambazonia. Whether La Republique act now which movie for they na them sabi. You see, the only reason where we point out these things, these flaws for some of the fighters, now for make others may they make no say they're not supposed to follow their bad example, because that kind of behavior it work against we struggle. Such behavior as the one where Epan be portray them, it work against we struggle, and we no go encourage them. If you want make your service for Ambazonia be remembered, then you get for learn for do the right thing. We no go condone such behaviors as kidnapping, ransom taking, taxation without accountability, extortion, molestation of civilians, and even rape in some cases. and other barbar things the way some fighters they do. Such vices they know will be tolerated and will therefore call them out, even if those things they be committed by we own fighters. We therefore call them out because that one it hurt the reputation of we struggle. We not go win this war in the midst of chaos. We not go win this war in the midst of such chaos where people that inside do nothing the way it hurt with people them. So now wider way we make this statement so that other fighters may they not follow the example of Epan. You see, now the legacy that way Epan he himself established them for himself, and he deserve them because now all that way he be doing. It will be a threat to our civilians and to other genuine fighters, and that one it not be right. Hence, he not go be remembered as somebody where he be fight for our liberation, because we not fit remember a single battle where he be fight against the enemy, but we get the numerous terrible incidents where it be carry out some very gruesome killings of with fighters and even with civilians, and that one be unacceptable. So now wider we point out these things, nobody say we want to disparage anybody, but it be important say when we fight this struggle, we try to liberate ourselves, make we do the right thing, make we fighters they do the right thing, where they add value for help we for free ourselves. Nobody for hurt these very people who to fight for liberate them. So again, a lot of people to Cameroon. If you say maybe when they go dump your body for there, it gonna mean anything for we. It don't mean anything for we. Whether they like for carry, do away to them, cook them, shop them, now their business, now their partner, may they do with it as they want. So now the message that way, I say make I bring them for una, make that image, you know, water una at all. It no get anything for do with we. Now only the mind games where a lot of people they always play them. Now their partner, may them say if they take you go bury them. Thank you. Fellow Ambazonians, good morning. Today is Thursday, February the 15th, 2024. La Republic of Cameroon, it try to play mind games with we. And I want to make we be alert for which way that you do. We don't see how they don't take Epan, their body, they go through them for Guzan. And I like the fact that when they go put them for the population, seem disturbed in any way that they go about their business, as they suppose. Because this person, I believe, say the people them not get a very good memory of him. When this war, it will finally be over. And when we honor those where they don't sacrifice, they pay the ultimate price, lay their lives down for this struggle, Epan will be one of those where we go honor ye. We no go honor Epan for anything where it be doing towards the liberation of the southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. In fact, we go county or consider he as one of those where he be fight alongside the enemy against we struggle. Because it not be enough for you for call yourself an Ambazonian fighter. Now wait the way you did do. Now you could demonstrate whether you be a fighter for Ambazonia or not. If you did wear the uniform or the blue and white, or you carry the blue and white flag, you do sing with anthem, but your actions they be contrary to the objective of liberating the southern Cameroons, then we no consider you like one of us. So when we consider some of we great fighters of those where they don't fall for this struggle, like General Ivor, though we be all perfect, but we did remember the battles and where it be wage them against the enemy. and we go recognize it for that. When we remember generals like Insubu, Chacha, A4, General Transporter, General Amigo, Commando, Ayeke, not to mention with high performance, top high performers like No Pity and FMA. We remember their battles and where they be wage against the enemy. We still get the memories of their exploits against the enemy, and we go honor them when the time it don't be right. We go honor them rightfully for their sacrifice for this, for liberate we homeland. When we consider Epan, we not think of we not get any memory of any battle where it be don't ever wage against La Republique for any battlefront. Not one battle where we think of where Epan if we don't wage against the enemy. On the contrary, we remember the numerous times where Epan, if you don't slaughter with civilians, slaughter some in public, brutally kill some of the best fighters, including General Ivo, and molest and extort from with civilians, and then he even chased many fighters out of the struggle, where some of the run go even for ground one. So, it not be one of us when we consider we fighters, it not be one of us. And I think say La Republique fit do whatever they like with their body, now their problem. Maybe be not their partner. Whether they even kill it and for which you will not understand. Maybe they get some internal squabbles where they decide for kill it because it never pose any threat to them. So if La Republique they think say they go take it their body can display them, and then it will cause any distress amongst the people or with fighters, then they make a big mistake. They be greatly mistaken. It don't mean anything for we. On the contrary, the people of Momo, they be greatly relieved after this, say this menace for their lives, it don't be removed, because this man, it been a menace for their lives, it been a pain for them. So they be greatly relieved. You see, it not be add any value to the struggle for the liberation of the southern Cameroon and Ambazonia. We want for to do this, we talk this one because one will be eager for the disparage anybody, but we want for make with other fighters where they out there, may they understand say if they did follow the kind of footsteps where Epan it be the worker, may they know say they too they go be scorned, just like Epan it be scorned. So may they try for no follow your footsteps when they fight this struggle. The Ambazonian people, they never lost any general way in them na Epan, because it never be with general. Whether it be general and for which we not understand. Because when you talk of a general, you get for sure the battles and where you win them against or you wage them against the enemy. We not feel remember one battle, even one, where Epan we don't ever wage them against La Republique. So make we remain steadfast, make we remain resolute. The display of Epan in thy body, you don't get anything to do with the struggle for the liberation of Ambazonia. Whether La Republique act now which movie for they now them sabi. You see, the only reason where we point out these things, these flaws for some of the fighters, now for make others may they make no say they're not supposed to follow their bad example, because that kind of behavior it work against with struggle. Such behavior as the one where Epan be portray them, it work against the struggle, and we no go encourage them. If you want make your service for Ambazonia be remembered, then you get for learn for do the right thing. We no condone such behaviors as kidnapping, ransom taking, taxation.
Well, good morning. Am I? I never know say I believe some things and so, but some fire I see the for the born. Nami Sama Thomas. And the theme for this audio with me and make now, who killed Epan? Yes. Who killed Epan? Now the theme of this audio with me make. Three set of people that killed Epan. Number one, Epan himself. He loaded gun shoot for day. That's the most important. Number one, Epan himself loaded gun shoot for day. Number two, Egg of Sea kill Epan. Number three, the leadership of Egg of Sea, Ayaba himself, killed Epan. The three people, the three entities that killed Epan. Number one, as I've said, Epan himself. Number two, the Egg of Sea. Number three, Mr. Ayaba himself killed Epan. Let me go to the bottom line of the whole problem. The people that advise Epan to kill General Biebie and his comrades, 11 of them, they bury some alive. These are the people that killed Epan. Egg of Sea. The people that advise Epan to disarm all the fighting groups in Batibo, to make Epan the supreme commander in Batibo, are the people who killed Epan. And who are those that killed Epan? The Egg of Sea. Epan didn't know that disarming all the groups in Batibo that were serving as his own defense, as his own security, like the man command says, meaning the eyes of the secret society lies on leaves. You've destroyed the eyes of the secret society that were watching all over, overshadowing you all over Batibo. You destroy it. Where was the security again? The people that were advising Epan to do all the things he did in Batibo, were they ever thinking of Epan's security? Was Epan himself thinking of his own security to be doing before doing all those things? He didn't. So Epan killed himself because of his own greed. He killed himself. Had it been Commando was still alive, had it been Biebie and his comrades were still alive, running their own camps, La Republic will not have the number of soldiers to concentrate them on one person to get that person. But because you, Epan, you've killed all these people and disarmed them, you now cause La Republic to surround you with nobody being there to back you up when attacked. If there was any black leg that led La Republic elements into Epan's camp, who created that black leg? Is it not the same Epan who created that Black Lake? What about the civilian population that Epan has terrorized? People were living in Batibo in maximum fear. I mean maximum fear. Who caused that maximum fear? Was it not Epan who caused that maximum fear? Let me ask everybody within the ranks and file of Egg of Sea. If we are living together in an environment and you are powerful, terrorizing me, I will leave my goats, chickens, sheep, cows, even money. You stole everything because you are a powerful man in that environment. Do you really expect me to defend you when an enemy attacks you? Every member in Egg of Shit, let me call it that way, because that is exactly what they are, should ask himself that if you are my neighbor and you are a powerful neighbor, terrorizing me, seizing everything of mine, even my land, I'm not free to cultivate my land the way I'm supposed to. Do you think if an enemy comes in for you, I will stand to defend you? That's a lie. That's a lie. Even if I will not support that enemy to kill you, I will allow that enemy to do whatever he wants to do with you. Because I myself, I want that you should be gotten rid of, so as to free me from the torment that I've been going through in your own hands. Did Epan not know? Didn't Epan know that the civilian population in Batibo were his security, his first line of defense? Didn't Epan know that the civilian population in Batibo were his first line of defense? What was Epan's relationship with the civilian population in Batibo? The worst to be talked of. Had it been he was in good relation with the civilian population in Batibo, by the moment the army was coming closer to him, the eyes on the leaves could have indicated to him, alerted him, that, hey, Epan, as you are there like that, the enemy is coming closer to you. Take off. But because he has antagonized just everybody in Batibo, kill even their children. Like I told Ivor, I said, Ivor, the food you were going around in Batibo collecting from the civilian population and the 100 francs that they were giving you, and you turn around to kill some of your comrades, that food will not serve you well. Ivor didn't listen. Where is Ivor? Didn't the same Egg of Seed turn around and kill Ivor? The food that Epan was receiving from the civilian population in Batibo, when they were still giving it in peace, he said, no, giving it in peace wasn't enough. I need to take it now, but with force. When he started taking with force, he didn't only take, but he killed to take some. And you see, expect those people to be in love of you because you want to. The same people you are fighting, you were pretending that you are fighting to liberate, are the same people you become a monster against them. And you still think that those people will stand with you? That's a lie. Who killed Epan? Epan himself and his handlers killed Epan. Let me point out something again. When cross of Mancon, cross carpet or decamp to the so-called ADF. The people of Mancon didn't ask cross. That cross, now that you've decamped to the AGOV-C or ADF, can you give us our weapons, which we bought? We didn't do that. But when Cross died, which we do not know how Cross died, yes, because Cross died just about a year after when he joined the ADF. Yes, Cross died just about a year after when he joined the ADF. Cross was killed. So who is killing all these guys within the ADF? Only the ADF knows. When Cross died, a few months after, Capo Daniel sent Epan to go and kill soldiers in Cross Camp, New Jerusalem, in Mancon. They killed one, wounded some, kidnapped them, and took them to Batibu. If New Jerusalem was really a camp of the ADF, who killed and why did Epan kill the soldiers that were in New Jerusalem? Why did Epan kill the soldiers that he killed in New Jerusalem and kidnap some to Batibu? We fought with them, fought to release those people to take to the hospital before Epan released those that were with bullet wounds to be taken to the hospital. Who killed Epan? Epan himself. Like my brother is talking about karma yet to Najara. It is true. Karma is the force of nature, and will never let all those who mislead Epan to commit all the atrocities he committed in ground zero to go free. The karma will come back to you, to all of you. Last year, early last year, 2023 or so, Epan went to Santa to steal his cows, like my brother is saying. Because he was not getting it easy stealing cows in Santa because of the fighters in Santa. So when Akoro was wounded and taken to the hospital, his assistant was in Santa. For Epan to have his free movement into Santa, to be stealing cows in Santa, Epan had to kidnap Akoro's assistant in Santa. I, Sama Thomas, in Jiklot, Franca, Mulu, called the leadership of the AGOV-C in the person of Mr. Che Ayaba and said, brother, what is going on in Santa? Why has Epan kidnapped a fellow fighter in Santa? Can you ask Epan to release that fighter? We agreed that he was going to call Epan to release that fighter back to Santa. Not up to 12 hours, information was coming from that same channel from Mr. Ayaba that the people of Santa should give to Epan 4 AKs or 4 million before that fighter was released. The usual style, kidnapping for ransom taking. I said, wow. These are the people that are fighting for the liberation of Southern Cameroons, kidnapping for ransom. Who killed Epan? Epan himself and the AGOC and the leadership of AGOC in the person of Mr. Ayaba himself. These are the three entities that killed Epan. Yes, these are the three entities that killed Epan. Now, lastly, the AGOC has secured an alliance with Biafra Republic in Nigeria. Batibo is closer to Nigeria than going up to Mbingo. Epan was wounded in Batibo. The question is, who attacked Epan? And how was Epan taken to Mbingo in Boyo instead of taking Epan to Nigeria, where his security was guaranteed to receive treatment in Nigeria? How did Epan find himself in Bingo? Is the $1 million question. Who took him to Bingo? The same people who took Epan to Bingo are the same people, through some disagreement, which we cannot tell is only Epan and the people that disagreed with him, that shot him and took him for treatment in Bingo. When he died, or when they found that he would die, they carried his body, they carried him to the military barracks at upstation. When he finally died, they took him to the Mancon General Hospital. The question now that all Southern Cameroonians should be asking themselves: is Epan the first general that has been killed by La Republic? Why is the treatment of Epan different from that of General Ivor Ayeke, Field Marshal of Lebialem, and the two guys of Com? Why was Epan treated differently from these people? Can the AGOC explain to Southern Cameroonians why Epan was treated differently by La Republic's military? What was the relationship between La Republic's military and the AGOC and Epan? Was Epan truly a proxy of La Republic? Because all the evidence are there for Southern Cameroonians to understand that Epan was a proxy of La Republic Cameroon. If not, why was he taken to Bingo for treatment by the same La Republic military that the AGOC is claiming shot him? Why was that same military of La Republic, instead of exposing the body of Epan like a trophy, like they did to that of Field Marshal Ivor and Ayeke, and buried them in an unmarked grave for us to know where they were buried? We cannot know where they were buried. Why was that of Epan not treated the same but treated differently? The AGOC should explain this to Southern Cameroonians to understand why Epan's case is treated differently from that of others, so that we should understand who killed Epan. Like I've said, Epan himself killed himself. The ADF and AGOC as a body killed Epan, and the leadership of the ADF, Mr. Ayaba Lucas himself, killed Epan. This is me, Sama Thomas, talking.
Fellow Southern Cameroonians, greetings to everybody. I want for believe today so all man they fine. Well, today I go for social media space. I see the show where senior barrister Ashu it dey for set with the rest of the other colleagues them, and one of the people the way they for set with he relegates he say that shamo they call and say political party they no say no go anywhere. Fellow Southern Cameroon Ambazonian, I salute una. 21 gun salute for everybody, for restoration fighters where they day for down for ground zero, for suffering people there for Southern Cameroon where they day as refugees everywhere. God we don't free Olan in the realms of the spirit, it go come to pass for friction. Yes, I want us today, so God don't vindicate the statement where we put them out there yesterday, because senior barrister Ashu today don't stand up, it day for front, he own brothers, where it is sometimes he talk with them like colleague. But since when they get a system of dog chop dog syndrome, they just disgrace he. Every time me, I be the try for talk yesterday, he receive and today for inside his body woto. Yes. And I did want talk this one for talk for the rest of the Southern Cameroon Ambazonians, the way they think say sometime election don't ever day for La République du Cameroon, neither for Ambazonia, never. They be use ni John Frundi, the telegaisi ni John Frundi be the play cat. So we go. Una see how we hold chairman. Una ask senior barrister Ashu and the rest of the other people they say this. So now how democratic themselves they feel for day for the party the way they don't create and so. How themselves the day? Because when I see the intellectual dishonesty way they for the monsters them and they just laugh them. They overmind about Ambazonia diaspora. They don't contribute money, they be contribute GoFundMe, they be contribute this thing, my trip to Boya. The money go into people their pockets. Una the point finger, they toss it so. But below the laugh cocky, where they tie all his skin. La République du Cameroon, where una the shouldn't support them, the Jezebel Amok Kingdom. Where the pay una for shouldn't for media, lie. Be the greatest hypocrites. The Pharisees for 21st century. The Sadducees. For talk say so, Southern Cameroonians, where they there for diaspora, where they there for internet government, they there for their internet government. They contribute money that their breaches them. Nowhere, no day again. People the way they there for bush, where they even none of them no day. Some of those generals they all reject them. Una not get a saying. Una don't lack a saying. Because when una enter for that una WhatsApp forums them they talk say this so una go today una tongue na so una go today una tongue na so. When Ambazonian don't come to friction, it go daily how then we God be talk for Noah say build act, and when you build this act, do so and so in them. People they not be believe say this so God be even talk anything for Noah. And at the same the intellectual hypocrisy way we see and today for my media prime. The dishonest way they see am. Una not get mind for Ambazonian struggle. Why una they think about some general way in the see pay allegiance to some IG. In the see pay allegiance to this one. Now for tell una say una get interest past even La République du Cameroon. And we will know that one. Because devil way there for inside us, a bad pass one way there for outside. We know una wish people them. We know una satanic people them. We know una occultic people them. Say now una be the reason why we Swiss it no ever come to fiction. Una be the same reason why wait where it go on for Canada it happen. Capo Daniel be na una play game because La République must ever get play man for inside the game of Southern Cameroon. La République must ever get play man. So the message we may be passed yesterday. The message where we all don't see them. We don't see how desperate these La Republicans them. We then gonna call the way then they behind these evil people them, where they call themselves Southern Cameroonians them. They don't lost everything. When they just down, they just think say, men and just go down media space, they concoct some things them. Una not get mind. Una not get time for Ambazonian struggle. Why una over prognose? Why una the oversee things the way concern Ambazonian struggle? Una go die like how the Cameroon government don't die. Una go sit down for one place, una die like how the Cameroon government don't die. Muna see how una president there for the peace for his own skin. Muna see how he there for day. Una know if for talk about the monsters the way they rule una. Una know if for talk about the ancients of their people the way they rule una. Una know if for talk about the people the way they for their dying bed where they call and say una they call and say leaders them. From the first rank to the fifth to the second, right up to the maybe 10 rank for that country. Now they all do not want to go. Now the monsters them. Now the people that they behave like fool. Now people that they phone jengu. Now people that they fall epilepsy. Now then that's so. Being Vondopobia na number one. You go for House of Senate. You go for the other one. You go Nyan Jifenji and the other people them. Now the monsters and that way they rule now. Una need see them. Una they come na Ambazonian diaspora. General they for ground zero. They have done their worst. And now this one this. Mumu di love ndiba di Kelly. Me senior barrister Ashu. Me see where to the tei. We no go doubt because wait. Inside the same those small mushroom house the way they run from and so. They don't chop them for wish. They gain at the same platform. How una be different from the people they don't can there for diaspora? Where the ones that make themselves to another kingmakers them. But nobody no go come rule Southern Cameroon. In that useless, in that occultic, in that sons and daughters of Jezebel. Lucifer's and where they for inside that country. Shame need to do una. Una don't say shame by disgrace. What una there for that media them? Una they just talk like some human being. But behind the scene, we see monsters. We see the greatest dishonesty for people that will sometimes they be ever go school. But now what's this way? Cameroon government don't turn that people them. It don't turn right off to the righteous ones. Some of them they there for air. They say since we Prophet Harry Betang, it be prophesy say two Cameroon go there. No, na only Harry Betang don't see them. Southern Cameroonians and the way God don't show them, and it go come to pass. So those prophets the way they come for La Republic du Cameroon, we see them. Yes, because God said to say by their fruit we shall know them. So don't see the one way Cameroon government don't send them. Say men and they fight Prophet Henry Betang. We don't see him today. So na re prophet and that. Una recall una self so una be prophet. Now for talk against Prophet Henry Betang. Because they mention Southern Cameroon. Because they mention una witchcraft when una don't gather am nyongo people them for La Republique du Cameroon. Una no ever like person we talk truth. Now the same thing that when Jesus Christ become, it passed through. It become even the own people that be persecuted. Someone no say Southern Cameroon no be bed of rosy. Someone not say sometime una go talk say they be talk say men no go school for 1 year, 2 years. Yes, it be been a strategy and what to be una own for day. Now God be talk say so make Southern Cameroonians and do and so they take their land. What to be una own for day. Even Jesus Christ will become we do miracles them. It be get strategy. So Southern Cameroonians they don't come, they put their strategy. If una need the pong nose, una not the mind their business. But una see that country, Southern Cameroon go. Whether una like it or not. Una pull una hand them for down, pull una head them, cut and feed them for dog. Ambazonian must be free. Muna no so. Una ancients of days them. Una occultic regime for Élysée for France. Join and plus one way in there from Vomeka and everywhere. With the international conspirators the way. Una see sometimes they need to talk. They know everything. And una no get no binding document where una be bind with Southern Cameroon and Ambazonian. Una no get that very La Republic no get that document. Because now the highest pong knows people them. If they be get and they for don't move and since where they no get no nothing for sure. Now witch hunting. They plan an evil seed. Even if we go plant seed for United Nations, even if we go plant seed for African Union, where it go destroy everything, where it go puncture. But now so they be plant the seed for destroy Jesus Christ. At the end of the day, the gospel be delivered. Muna see the triumphant for the things and way God don't do them for this world. So no matter the sin the way people then they try for do them, Southern Cameroon go come to a fiction. It go happen. And it go happen when una go see with your own eyes. So no matter the level for hypocrisy, the intellectual dishonesty of the greatest occultic level una get them, una no go succeed. God go continue for disgrace una every day. As the more una want continue for do una evil game, the more una the call for the hidden agenda them, the more una the plan Southern Cameroonians them for do evil things them concerning the struggle. Now so God a finger in the point arm. Now so God a finger in the press button. Now so God a finger in the do those things them. God used the foolish thing to confront the wise. Someone remember. Any person where he dey behind Southern Cameroon struggle, when no one see and say may come to pass, before the war will end, either blindness, either crippling Nebuchadnezzar, being bondopobia where he dey for Invomeka. When he talks to this, so may they not die. May they suffer like Nebuchadnezzar. May them beg die, may die not come. Muna see them because now they pay that for wicked people them. Now they pay that for the occultic blood wound the soccer, for the innocent people them for Southern Cameroon and La Republic du Cameroon for highway. Road una no construct them. Water una no build them. Electricity no nothing no day. School no nothing no day. Infrastructure no nothing. Country where they say they like football. AFCON don't come pass. Una ask and say, make that very occultic La Republique du Cameroon a office and the people them. Una go for day. Una ask and say, who said that boss the way they be bring and where they be show it and so where they be bring for AFCON. If you go now so for some corner, you go look up that boss that is rotting for some place. Because now very wicked people them. Now satanic people them. As now nyongo people them, everything where their hand touch them, it is destroyed. Everything where their hand touch them, no glory, no day. Anything where these very monsters and so they touch them, they do them, una see and say it is rotting and rotting. Una go find somewhere those bosses and they be say the tar road. Una go look and whether sometimes those roads then they even go through. They don't boss, they don't scatter. Because then for them for use money, do something. No, may they embezzle them, they put them for inside their house. No, not even for bank sometimes go swell. Eh? No. Since when they know say they so they go cash them quick. They store the same those money now for their houses them. Because let's see, they don't legalize corruption. And they use the same military way, a be a occultic part of them for protect them. Who they even go for corner them now? Now monsters them. Now the reason that what they talk say, any person where ye come closer to Southern Cameroon and Ambazonian struggle, you call yourself say you be leader. And some people they say they did for some groups them. They the ones that groom another monsters them. Muna see the level of hypocrisy, dictatorship. They wanna be very careful for that nonsense way. People they tell say they so God ordained leader to life. Now the useless thing that way it don't happen for the people there for La République du Cameroon. And what you Ambazonian they suffer today. Poor don't turn monster. Everywhere now occultic inclinated people then did it. Another name they call them. No institution, no day. So we Southern Cameroonians will stand for big institution. We know we'll call people their names and we'll praise them. Let's on God's the one see them. We go be institution. We go be respected by the people, not monsters. So I just come for talks with you. My senior barrister Ashu and the men of God, the way they play their hypocrisy, and the other sons and daughters of Jezebel, may they not say this struggle will be ordained by God. May they know so. Because as they look the finger of God, they need to see where it happen. They need to see him. They need to see him. There is to talk today so for some song. Na so wonder Jesus they do. Na so wonder Jesus they do. Hey, he has done it again. Hey, he has done it again. Hey, he has done it again. Na so wonder Jesus they do. This song now for remind some people them. If you look down on somebody, not to say you be God. Some people them with their arrogant like La Republicans them, they get the God for this sometimes they will look down on genuine Southern Cameroonians where they fight for the land of their birth. But the more they do them, God will show them that wonder. Now so wonder Jesus do. And now so Jesus will continue for disgrace una. Jesus will continue for put that finger for una eye. Una get eye, but una need to see. Una need to see with that eye una get them. Una go continue for leave the Jezebel spirit where una get them. The amok spirit where una get them. The dog chop dog syndrome where una get them. The arrogant spirit. The spirit of this, that means intellectual dishonesty. Wait, there for the life of the people them. And yet, some of una say una they go church. Some of una say una they who can read the Bible. Hypocrite. Hypocrite of the 24th century. God punished the devil. My senior barrister Ashu Sisep go for set so may they give you woto me here. For tosida una small jange haso una run from am. So when they don't come out and for diaspora said na leaders, then the one start form another jange has say the one carry and go for Ambazonian. Go start dictate again for people them. Before the one end this struggle, una go die. Before the one end this struggle, una don't creep like Nebuchadnezzar. Before the one end this struggle, some of una no see with that una eyes them. Before the one end this struggle, some of una go don't paralyze because of una dishonest, thievery, satanic, the level of the Jezebel spirit where it for una, the same like La Republic where they run. Because of una iniquities, these so-called leaders and the rest of the other people them, una go suffer the same iniquity. Una go suffer the same iniquity. God said, by their fruit we shall know them. The days ahead are deadly. And una go see them. For the people there, they say they want to prepare Mount Cameroon race of hope. Muna hope very well, una commode that very day. La Republique go saf una nkunkunwe una sisef una osiam. For inside Boya, Moyoka, Tsiko, Limbe, and the rest of the other arena, that very arena for that very place. So if you like your life, protect yourself, protect your family, so that you will live to tell the story for which will be happen for Southern Cameroon. Ambazonian people, I go end up here by saying, God will ordain this struggle. God will use his own for pass the message every day. He go continue for be for this struggle. Because the 24 elders in heaven, the archangel them, Angel Gabriel, Angel Mariam, and the rest of the other angels them, they protect the territorial boundaries of Southern Cameroon and Ambazonia. They protect the people that they fight genuinely for this fight. They will give them long life. They will give them prosperity. They will give them which way they will desire them. Now only one thing made them fear God, for which way don't talk say you want do them for Southern Cameroon. And anybody when go fear God, he go see God go humble them. God with the infinite mercy, he go humble them. When I see how they be killed Jesus Christ raised from the dead, and he humble the people the way they be looked down on him, right? And so God go humble now. That's just the message this way. I can't for toss away. May we will look out. May we will forget for no seweti. La République du Cameroon, it exists now how we see them. God already damaged that country. Because of their iniquity, God already damaged that country. Any persuaded for La République du Cameroon, you will be Southern Cameroon and Ambazonian. Fear God. Time kuna plenty. God bless Ambazonia.
Ladies and gentlemen and fellow Ambazonians, accept greetings from this end. Time will be day in those days for Sunday school. Something we do have same memory verses will be talk for big data for Presbyterian Church where I used to be. One be day way they will talk say, now wait to go profit man. If you gain all this what day you not go heaven. I repeat. Now wait to go profit you. If you gain all the word to yourself and you not go heaven. I will divide it into two parts. Christianity will say that. But to Ambazonia, I want to assert this. Now wait till you will gain. If you gain all of Ambazonia killing and doing this, finally you know even go read boya. And if you read boya, you know lead boya. All that killing, all those killings that have gone in vain. Because you know if you lead, you know if you get to your goal. Our goal for Ambazonia is to go to boya. And the goal for Christianity is to go to heaven. Let's limit our own to Ambazonia and going to boya. I want to address this audio most especially to Ground Zero, our parents and our fighters. And let's start with our fighters. AGOVC, Ayeba, ADF. Example, Epan. What Epan don't gain by doing all that he did for Ambazonians. And finally he's getting rotten for Square Rock and Dumba for the which he don't gain. And AGOVC when they've been made that decision that we are away for 5 days, which they don't gain from there. They'll try to gain the whole Ambazonia for themselves. But yet, they might want to get enough real boya. So it will be again. If and they the rotten for Square there. If go see what they say they get forced, don't even go take it, go bury them. They don't abandon it, they get rotten for the Will to Cameroon. When the type of see what they would do for their supreme commander where they don't kill him for Liberate to Cameroon, or the forces around where he was killed. They essentially that they not be able for go take if I cup for go better and they don't abandon for squares. Where then is the ADF? If I be match his troops to Boy to bring Chacha and the rest under him. Chacha died with connection to Yaba invasion of Boy with the military, ADF. We know when they be the man died true to Boy, it meant an audio around my condition they were going there for sensitization, all that kind of thing, with all their only to going to bring Boy under them. Of course, that expedition failed. We see that if it didn't end there. Epan brought down any other fighting force that was in Mogamo. That must be him. We know that with any time in Mogamo when a Yeba stroke AGOC and a fan, which is ADF, will call for a reconciliation meeting. It was a bit to woo the other side come to kill him. Like when they killed 6 boys, the killing that this guy has orchestrated in Momo, you cannot even count it. And he ended up instituting attacks. People cried. Ladies and gentlemen, what are these paid? They were not pay waiting. Where you get all the key, all man around you. Now who could defend you? When you treat any man around you like a slave, who could defend you? Now listen to our fighters. Your best friend should be the area where you stay. Everybody there must be afraid because now they will give you your first line of defense. Nobody that gun where you carry on. Now people where they surround you be your people. If I thought he was King Kong with Egosi and Ayeba, Supreme Commander. Supreme Commander has been abandoned at the square. The Egosi Ayeba, or they cannot even take him there to go and bury him. They're not able to have the courage to go get him from there to bury him. And yet they call us, even your other people, if you can take it, go bury him. Those are Egosi, the Supreme Commander, and I stand the year one. There's nobody going to take him for burial. So wait if I don't gain. He don't try to get the whole world, the whole Ambazonia for himself. But yet, enough he rich boy, we've been our goal. The relationship will be even been awaiting. As I say, he marched his forces to boy, to subdue boy. He went try to trick the king of Libyalem, called them for a bag of when actually there was no fighting taking place. The king refused to go, you know why? Because they already knew whom the kind of people were ADF day or Fang day. When they be to war them, made the camp, made the ambush them or subdue them, kill them. But they refuse to move. Why? Because they're not be trusted. If you are not trusted, who then will defend you? If you defend yourself for all people that are around you will the military that will come for you, if you defend yourself. So to our fighter, the best thing you guys are supposed to do, my ladies, when I don't even ask myself, how we boy the fight? When I see action for boy, when I talk, they'll call how many commander where they be did or general or where they be did for that action. When I say the backup become from here, become from here. When I don't hear that population cry, sometimes something happen. Why when I fight, when I feel learn for what when I brother they do for the other side. Just neighboring county. When no pity will come from Gokunja, go build that unity warrior for boy. Those in Gokunja were struggling to see how they can kill him. Directly from somebody we call Mr. Sako. But when now pity refused to say, no, I'm fighting for Ambazonian, not for anybody. So Sako said he must be brought down. In Saint Sargon, we know the story. Sargon has become the haunted. Now Sargon is, Grandbo is now trying to kill Sargon. We see what is going on there. You can never win a battle when you cannot even talk with your brother, your friend, the people around you. You are making yourself too exposed to the enemy to come direct to you, because those people will be willing to send them to you because you are giving them hell. People will think they will protect them. They don't turn being aware people way or the spray on them or with the prey on them. Ladies and gentlemen, our fighters, the Epan case, it don't show one example. ADF don't show one example. They can't say to go for ADF. There is this guy in Burma that he was called, immediately he did come and join ADF. In not really how many weeks or how many 1 year, it was history. The problem, I just say, why would I not learn for what really happen among one? Now I mean when ADF, it don't kill him. Now I mean when a general don't go with the connection of ADF. From the beginning of the revolution, the Akumas, the Amigos, and who had a connection to ADF. But when I know if it gets sense, for no say, but what is happening here? Are these our friends or enemies? I don't mean for talk say, when I say they fight for we adore one our lives. We make this audio for saying we are too head the reason we say we avoid danger if we can tomorrow. The first line or defend the people that they are around, that play where you stay for the that they will protect you from the enemy. Nobody that gun where you hold them. So it is high time every force reconcile with the people that they are around them to be friends forever until we get to Boya. Now that people that will save you from the enemy when they come. You know if you're there for war front, and then you dig roads and say, made the enemy, what can they come meet you for play you the height? That road now, that people will don't make your enemy, they will easily send enemy that come meet you. Instead for spoiled roads, say no man no come. Now for crave friends, if someone can, that people don't know agree, don't know if it tells that way you did. That said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our parents. Example which will happen for Campbell. Because of 1,000 francs, you that mommy, that papa, you don't send that pikin them, you don't go die. Now who don't gain? Now the SDO we told you send on Nigeria we be work as share 1,000. When that pikin become 1,000, you say take you actually say be taken 70. Now that 1,000 don't take that pikin head go. You now you the cry inside your heart, Jira did that SDO did it. The pikin you don't lost and I then get them. Now you don't lost. When will they call when I say when I stay for hard the problem I say, or don't know the occasion like they like the wife will kill when I know one that tell me don't happen. So the only best thing is stay in the house, not go out the way, not go for victim. When I see what will happen for a ghost town, will it happen for Boya? Or don't tell me no man not go out. Those heroes say, oh Namia will go out, Namia will do it, and find outside the day. You want conquer say I be king. And finally you take your life go. I don't say God the hell my way hell himself. In the hell my way hell, you must do something that God will put power, you do them. If you not do something, God will put power for no nothing. So you, mommy and papa, for Campbell, ask yourself this question. That bomb way it be blow for the kid that picking them. Gerald they tell when I say number the planter. I just say Amber define a Gerard HDO military or it define a picking they stay with them inside house. Why if na Amber they no go plant gun bomb inside grandstand they no say all the people name are the DO, the HDO, the military, all that BBC people that will day. It will go planted that for innocent picking they don't get no fight where they live inside house with them when their brother and say they go planting with them. Gerard don't take that picking them like a guinea pig. You're picking, you don't suffer, take out a guinea pig. It's selling for a political career. I mean, that business, okay. Number, they don't do. So people say, under a terrorist, they work at keep picking them. And I tell you, they do all the time. We don't cry for one, all the kind of thing them. Don't make yourself vulnerable for 20 years that will come back. So people don't come back for their political career. They tell your picking, use them. That picking be being your picking. You decry that people, they cry with you. You don't love that people, they don't love waiting. No Nigerian see picture they say why my country enjoy your own family. Nobody is staying there for your own day. Why will nothing learn something for the play will live, will try to avoid trouble, may not come for we. You think when would the children when I stay inside and I say will hate one? Now for make I say no go out there make some man kill you. Because La Republic will kill. Many of them okay tomorrow 20 May they come soon. We'll talk to them, no man not come on. Where you go finish your life for day. Or your mommy saying you go finish your life. La Republic don't finish them for you. You lost because of he says he wants capture Ambazonia. He want Ambazonia to be under you or nothing else. And I who don't lost. Now you the poor man don't lost. You the way make political he don't lost. You they cry, they know he cry with you. So now you they picking that God don't give you for if we don't give them for we say now we get to protect them. Now we get to tell them what for do. So if 1,000 don't take a pin go to kill them because of 1,000. As you said this question, we part I don't play for the picking in life magazine, may not go for danger. After they don't want to say danger go be, you see live might go for that danger. Your own role for that picking are waiting. My papa and mommy them, my brother for ground zero. All the noise with the make and say more poor hate for God say, when we don't touch anybody no fine, it's for your interest. You want to for some money on. But you don't know why you will fall victim tomorrow. Today may be your day, today will be another man, but we don't know who will fall victim. So the best I say, avoid me, no man, not fall victim. And that avoid me, not fall victim, I say, we don't pass law because we don't really see what they do. Now for save when I say, when I don't go, so I'm not going to lose my lives. No, enough for punish one. And they can't deal with the thought, say, you deal with it, go now they don't get meaningful way. Now the way they capture, we like slave, we do everything yana for them. And then the talk again when they celebrate the day again. You know, be the biggest fool in the world say, some man who can't take you like slave. If they can't begin down you, they glad say you be slave. Now how you keep your own head? And no man will fight for common for that slavery. Now only you yourself, no man will take you out of it. And now the thing what they do for take yourself out of that slavery for library to Cameroon. May God bless you.
Fellow Ambazonians, good morning. Today na Tuesday, February the 20th, 2024. I don't see some public announcements where it come from this colonial deal for FACO. A colonial deal for FACO where they call it Viang Mekala, which kind, of course, now La Republic of Cameroon citizen, surely from the Betibulu clan, where they don't take Ambazonian territory being at their own. I want, first of all, for tell Mr. Viang Mekala say, me no say it trespass for the territory of the Southern Cameroon Ambazonia. Me no say it trespass. And you don't get any right for to give any orders for Ambazonians. And I want to call on this, I want to ask this guy, Mbelamoki, the jackass. Mbelamoki, where is people that they step on their necks. Now the real people in this way they step on your necks. Viang Mekala. Now a Betibulu. SDO for FACO. Governor. Another one. Betibulu. So Mr. Mbelamoki, alias the jackass. Now the people in that really step for their necks, let's say no citizen of the southern zone, be qualified for be SDO. No citizen of the southern zone, be qualified for be governor. They gave for bring colonial citizens from La Republic of Cameroon, may they can't lord over one. You did it, you need to see that one. You talk now other people and say they step on our necks. Pure jackass. Well, the message what I want to talk for you and say, fellow Ambazonians. This colonial deal, it don't write this notice, it is lament Say people that don't take Monday, being a leisurely day where they just take leisure, they need to go work. May one say from now on, may people that come out to go work, do their things normally. I want for advice this Mr. Colonial Dio, where first of all he presents for Ambazonian it be illegal. I want for advice to say if you want for release me goes down and for Ambazonia and for Fako, I will give you suggestions and where if you follow them, the thing go end now so. I want for help this Colonial Dio tell you how if he end goes down for Fako. It didn't know hard, eh? Ain't no hard at all. But he gave a be willing for set the example so that others, if you follow him. And this one, my prescription where my advice for Mr. Colonial Dio, since where they work in the passive for Duam, I give you advice how if he end goes down or we come to Sunday for Fako. Now, first thing, you must lead by example. This Colonial Dio get for lead by example. That means say every Monday, Mr. Colonial Dio, make you go outside. You go out of your own house every Monday. You take your motor, drive through Fako, the streets of Fako, go for your own workplace. But when you want to go, make sure say now you one day inside motor, okay? No surround yourself with any military. No take any military. Just drive you one. And make sure you no wear no bulletproof vest. No wear no helmet. No wear helmet. If you wear helmet, that is not going to work. You careful must follow this prescription where they give you strictly. If you follow them strictly, it goes down to end. Okay? Now, no wear no helmet, no wear no bulletproof vest, no surround yourself with any military. It could even be best suggestion. I say, take taxi. All right, Mr. Colonial Dio. Take that taxi, go work. All right? We want to go, take that taxi. No enter even your personal car. Take taxi. Drive, go work. Come back. All right? If you do them so. And maybe you get store. Go open and too. She don't there sell. Go open your own store. She don't there sell. If you get some place, if you go, she don't sell. And when you want to do them so, make sure say you not take any military again. No military. You not get for see military around you. Just go you one. Go she don't say I think them turn inside market. Go inside market, try for buy something them too. The important thing I say, make you not take any protection, make you not wear no bulletproof vest, make you not wear helmet, them no surround yourself with all that kind of thing, them protection the way you get them. Just go you one. Don't turn around. Take Okada. Me drive you around town. Me you see place. If you do that one, if you do all the things what they tell you, Mr. Colonial Joe, go open some bars, you don't they begin to drink you. Don't take no person, me can accompany you for protection. There's very kind thing the way you expect me ordinary civilians they do them. Make you too, you go do them. For show the example. All the activity the way they expect me ordinary civilians they do them. You Colonial Dio, go do them too. But do them alone. Just as you expect me ordinary citizens they do them. If you do them 1, 2, 3 times, I tell you say go start go finish. Now my advice for you, Mr. Colonial Dio. If you do them so 1, 2, 3 times, now all that for goes down. But make sure say you no use any protection. No take no military me surround you. No enter no ammo car. No enter by all means. Try for no enter any ammo car. You enter ammo car, you don't spoil them. You don't spoil the whole thing. All right. Make when I send this my advice, make it reach Mr. Colonial Dio. When I don't see them recently, how they attend occasion for grandstand. You go see Mr. Colonial Dio go show for grandstand. You could wear helmet, wear bulletproof vest, wear military fatigue. You did look at something, who's that Dio data? Dio and military, no difference. That's the way the military colonial Dio that they attend occasion for grandstand. Them with their military difference only because they could suit up too. But then they could tell when ordinary civilians say, make una come out to grandstand. They're the fool now who? The people are the fool now who? If una want for see civilians may they expose themselves out there, una go lead. Take the lead. Show the example. When you show the example, the people they go follow. If you no fit show the example, no begin the fool people they may they come out, go risk themselves for no reason. No begin the fool other people. Okay? If you no fit come out, if you come out, you surrender yourself with military, you come out there, that means you be like man. If you enter Amoka, you be like man. Okay? If you wear bulletproof vest, come out there, you be like man. That means you want fool other people. If you know we go take taxi too, like ordinary people, that means you be like man. So if you want me goes down and follow this my prescription, you go and nana so. Alright? I begin the Beckerley say this thing hard. This thing not hard. For end goes down a very easy thing. But you just get for set the example, my others follow. Alright? So make when I send this my message, may go reach Mr. Vyang Mekala of Fako. Say now the easy way that for end goes down. If you know my game for you free of charge. I ain't charging no nothing. I'm my own contribution that for end goes down. Okay? When I stay final, stay strong. ARS are down. When I hold them strong. Shake, you know they. Shake, no day. Mr. Vyang Mekala one end goes down. I don't tell you how for end. So me no come out the right order long later them. You know what help nothing. Now example it matter. Set your example, others go follow. Alright. Get a good day.
My fellow Ambazonians, this is Dr. Cho. I am making this address to the denizens of Fako. We are informed that the colonial LG has banned the resistance in Fako. I don't know if you got some advice. I go sing for you. Or from Musonge, brother who was killed in this can never seen before. You to find out one to touch very relevant for him going forward. What I like our people to know is the bravery that has been demonstrated historically. Cuba as a war who stood the test of time. He died around 1894 after he was exiled from Boya and the Germans. He died in the commune. So Cuba decided to rally about 300, 500 Fakorians